We are the Vincent Owen Drama Club.
This is behind the scenes talkback for this year's show, Seussical Kids.
Hi, I'm Anne Bolognese, and I played Cat 2 in our drama club performance.
Hi, I'm Elena Cosmides, and I was a part of the tech design crew.
Hi, my name's Maggie Shevland, and I played Gertrude McFuss.
Hi, my name is Sophia Rosenholtz, and I played the Marshal.
Hi, my name is Nancy Termini, and I was part of the Wickersham Gang.
Hi, my name is Matthew Valentino, and I played Cat number 1.
Hi, my name is Doug Fintelifson, and I was part of the backstage crew.
Hi, I'm Will Schwartzman, and I played Horton the Elephant.
Hi, my name is Bridget Dooley, and I played the Sour Kangaroo.
Please stay tuned as we share our memories
and answer questions about our drama club experience.
I can see that you've got quite a mind for your age.
Why, one thing, and you dragged me right onto the stage. Now I'm here, there's no telling what may ensue.
With a cat such as me, and a thinker like you. Oh, the things you can think, oh, the things you can think, if you're willing to try. Think invisible ink,
or a gink with a stink, or a stare to the sky.
If you open your mind, oh, the things you will find, lining up to get loose. Oh, the things you can think when you think about Seuss.
Start talking about the auditions?
Sure.
All right.
So at auditions, I was pretty scared, to be honest. So Will got called up first, and the process went on, and we just sang and we danced in front of everybody. But I was really scared because everybody was looking at you, and I don't know. I don't really like that sort of stuff.
As Bridget said, I was the first to go, and I was really nervous because I missed one of the practices. And so I was really nervous, and I felt bad.
And I was especially nervous for the singing part because at that point I didn't know that I could sing that well, and I would actually rather sing in front of a big group for some reason instead of because I never sang for my family. I wouldn't sing for them. And then yeah, I was more nervous for the singing than we also did some scenes from the play, and I was less nervous for that. That was more fun.
I didn't realize that my voice was actually fairly good. I just thought I was like everybody else, but yeah. I actually realized that my voice when I sang was very high pitched, and I thought I was better singing lower than higher, but I came to find out that I wasn't.
Yeah.
And the young kangaroo in her pouch said, me too.
As Maggie said earlier, it's easier to sing in front of a big crowd than to sing in front of 2 people.
Yeah, because you don't know if they're lying or not.
Yeah, and also you don't they smile and it gets really awkward.
We haven't heard from Nancy. What do you think about it?
Well, I was actually feeling pretty confident at the beginning, just practicing the line that I was gonna say, and then once I got there, I forgot my line and I got embarrassed, like last year.
I was pretty excited. Actually, I was a little nervous because when I got up there, I forgot the first line you were supposed to say, that leads to the song. So I did that line 5 times, and I messed up sometimes. But right after, I felt pretty good about it, but kind of about my singing.
This is the case of the people versus Horton the Elephant. Judge Yertle the Turtle presiding. The defendant is charged with talking to a suspect, disturbing the peace, and loitering on an egg.
So the parts, I didn't really examine all the parts and what they would all the characters. So I thought there was just the sour kangaroo and characters like that, silly characters. But I right after I got my part, I realized that every part is basically a really good part. But I feel like if I were to get like a not so good part, then I would just cry.
Yeah.
Again, no such thing as a bad part.
Yeah, I was like nervous like Bridget because like even though as Will said there's really no such thing as a bad part, I felt like I really wanted to get like a main part. Like I really wanted that.
Everybody wants to get a main part, and I don't really understand why. And like some people are really content with having a smaller part.
Yeah, because
it depends on.
Yeah, like if you get like a smaller part, you're still in the show. It's not like you just get cut from the show and you have to watch it. You're still there, and people watch you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's personally to me, I'd rather have like lines and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if that sounds bad.
I
but,
like to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
People really think that people always think that a smaller part is like a bad role, but as Will said, there's no such thing as a bad role. And I think it's not like you're getting cut from the show. Everybody gets a part.
Yeah.
And I think Mrs. Weiner and Miss Jackson really get that, so they try to have everybody have a decent role.
Yeah.
So they like let people hold like a river or something, like fabric.
Like something,
from a
yeah,
river.
like something special.
Yeah, like
By the way, our teachers were awesome. Yeah. So.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay, you guys can put that if you want.
I feel like the directors they really put the parts in care. Like they put the students in the parts that they best fit in. Like Bridget here, she was a sour kangaroo. She's really good at being sassy. And like, so yeah.
I think I'm really good at being sad, Matthew.
I was so glad. Like, I came to realize that I was actually so glad that I didn't get like a super lead part like JoJo or something, because I lost my script. And I like obviously couldn't find it for like a long time, and then when I found it was like ripped up and stuff. So I'm really kind of glad that I didn't get a really lead part, because I was like I lost it.
Should we talk about rehearsals maybe?
Sure.
So, when we first started doing rehearsals, it was all kind of like separate, and it was kind of like messed up a lot. Like a lot of people didn't know where their cue is, especially me, and it was just kind of like mixed up. Lots of people forgot their lines, including me. So yeah, it was a lot better at the end of it. And then the opening night, we did a lot better.
I never felt like it would come together.
Yeah,
it
I
honestly
did.
felt like we were so ahead of schedule at the beginning, and then
Oh,
at the
yeah.
end, it was like we were all scrambling.
Yeah, I thought like towards in the beginning of rehearsal, I'm like, oh yeah, we got this. Like we're so ahead of schedule. Like we're gonna finish this like 2 weeks before we're supposed to. And then at the end, I'm like, no way. We still have like 5 scenes
I
left.
agree.
Like,
At
there's no
rehearsals,
way.
it just felt like these random like parts were coming at like different
really go
times.
together.
It was like, what? Wait, I don't even get this. But then when you saw it like kind of like form together, like weave together, it was like, whoa, this is gonna be such a good musical.
Yeah, like when we like started doing rehearsals, it took me especially like a long time to memorize my lines. Like so when we started rehearsals, I was really nervous because like we already had like 5 rehearsals, and we like just started like my first like line scene, and I didn't know them, but the directors were okay with it.
Do you guys want to talk about tech design?
Sure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, what
sure.
is tech
I
design?
remember that there were a lot of snow days. We had vacation and half days, which really interrupted our schedule. So we had a whole 3 classes missing in the span of 3 weeks, because we have got a class every week. So we missed 3 weeks in a row, which was so hard.
But you guys just made such good time with it.
Yeah.
Because the props were like, it didn't look like they were rushed like at all. They were so neat. They looked like you took them like from the book and just brought them to the stage.
Especially
the truffle
it
trees.
was like I was in the backstage crew, and we did a lot of work on those while you guys were performing and getting yourselves together.
I remember like when we were like doing rehearsals towards the end, like you guys, the backstage crew was like working on like the props like in the gym, And I remember like you were always like, stay away from the props.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Don't
and
touch
then
them.
someone tried to jump over it and they missed, and then the not wallpaper, but
River.
the
It was gonna be for the background. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
for the background.
Or like the
it was the
do it
Seuss
all over
stripes.
again.
The Seuss stripes like went
Something happened.
and so
Can you tell us about tech design?
I thought that the tech design gave you a chance to share like your creativity, because in school you do get to share your creativity, but not as much as like in your, like this is kind of like art.
it's more like math. Like show us your creativity by creating a fun problem.
But
yeah,
but in this you get to
or a
create like, all
hierarchy.
these amazing props from this beautiful book.
Yeah, like it's really fun to do it because, as everybody else said, you like take, like you look at these books, you say, oh, this looks really cool. I think I might make this, and then you make it, and you're like so proud of yourself because you like just like copied it, and it's amazing, but it doesn't have to be amazing because it's Seuss.
It is Seuss, and it's like it's
You know,
so
it's okay if, like, a
random.
line like went onto another thing. You know what? It looks awesome.
Yeah, and it was also like hard sometimes because we're so used to having it like line. Okay,
Yeah, like
neat.
neatness, but you could just like curve it.
Yeah, and like we were like splatter, whatever,
Splattering.
and then it looked cool. And
I feel like the background really kind of like just
Miss Hill
shouted
did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that
She
was
always
really
does.
great.
Last year
Yeah.
as well.
Props to Miss Hell.
Also, I thought that the topic Seussical, you can't really make mistakes because it's really like all of this random art, but it's also really like it's also pretty.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
really cool.
agree. It's like, and
It's like
also with the
nature
characters, it's like the same way. Like, I was the sour kangaroo, and like you were a cat. It's like how would like kangaroos and cats
and like
together?
birds and elephants.
an elephant.
Yeah. So I think it's just like, it's like if Dr. Seuss just like took these like animals and just like put them in a book.
Changes it.
Yeah.
I remember Miss Jackson said no sparkles, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
why at first? But then I realized that there are no sparkles in the Seuss books.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just plain.
Yeah,
And
it's like just
there.
colors and people, but it's amazing. Like
Yeah,
sparkles make it
everybody
shine, and it's cool.
Sparkles
but
don't really fit with
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
Seuss.
fit as Seuss. Like
There's also lots of props that looked really cool. Like there's a bathtub that looked like a fruit bowl. I was like,
Oh yeah.
And it's
That was
like,
so
Oh, I've got a
cool.
funny story for you about that one. So actually, on the back of the box, there's a WB Mason box that's pretty much hot glued and taped down, and then we like covered that with paper because we were so frantic about getting it ready for the show because we didn't want it to like tip over.
Yeah, I remember like
that was like so last minute.
yeah, it kept like tipping over, like put it against the box and it would just like slide off.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that was
like-
a little innovation.
Like during One in the Sun, It's Possible, I had to move the bathtub, but it takes longer to like take like a piece of cardboard and move it than to take like blocks and move it. So I had to wait until they were ready to move the blocks, and it looked really awkward. And I was like, and then I finally brought it over.
I was like kind of jealous. I kind of wanted to do tech design because you guys could be like so free. You're just painting like weird, odd shapes, and it's like, whoa, but that
Yeah,
just
it's
seems
so
so cool. Because like we don't get to do that in school just because we use like rulers and it's like, man. But like you guys just got to go free. Just take your hand. And
Yeah.
put it
Does somebody
wherever
want to
you
talk
want
about performances?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
So for performances, I was like, so I remember the night before our opening performance, I could not fall asleep, and it wasn't even out of like nervousness. I was just like so excited. I was like, I am not gonna fall asleep tonight. And then I woke up at like 5 in the morning. I'm like, I'm ready.
And you feel so refreshed
Yeah.
because you have like all your lines in your head and you're like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
And then like in school, I'm like, come on, school, get over.
I know, yeah.
I need to get
like
to
in
the show.
school, I was like, when
Be
the
over
clock
it.
struck, I like jumped out of my seat and ran home because I just wanted to like eat something and then come back.
Yeah, you have like 2 hours to do whatever you want, and then you go back to school and you're like,
It's like,
This is
yeah,
the
like you
only
get back.
time I like school.
Yeah, when you like get into your costumes, it's just so fun.
I like
to see
the-
everybody's costumes, and you're just like, wow.
I like being the first one there only because then you get like time to get in your costume and to like roam around and to like be awesome. I think
Also for us too in tech design, we also had to be there earlier too because we had to sweep the floor, we had to get all the props in place because we had to store them in the closet so then people could actually use the gym, right? So that was a lot of work, and surprisingly sweeping with like their broom there is actually really fun.
Do you guys want to talk about one word, how you felt on performance day?
Sure.
So let's start with you, Matthew.
Okay. Well, I felt really nervous, half excited.
Those 3 words.
Well, I wasn't there on performance day, but when we were doing the props and everything, whenever we went to the art room, I just felt like
One
ready,
word on
happy.
Okay, how about you, Finn?
Stressed.
So nervous.
Confident.
Ecstatic.
Excited.
Yeah.
It's very fun putting on a show.
I don't think I can put it
Yeah,
into
there's
words.
just so
to be
many
honest.
emotions
Let's
just
make up
like
a word.
mixed together.
Seriously, I nailed it.
Wow.
It's just like happy, sad, because like the play's almost over. There's like excited.
Yeah,
I
the
almost
last
feel like,
night I was
and then
crying.
jumble them all together.
But I didn't cry. I
And
was
it's
just
so
like happy.
sad.
You were
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah, it was.
I did cry. Whoops, I forgot.
Yeah, because
when
Miss
it
Weiner.
When it was the play, I was so excited for the play, but then for some reason, I was like, oh no, it's almost over.
Yeah,
We're gonna be done forever.
I was like so happy, like yes, it's today.
On the
But
first
then at the same time, I felt like something in my heart. It's like, oh my gosh, wait, I don't want it to end. I want to have more rehearsals.
Yeah, I know.
Because Miss Weiner is leaving this year, and I just want to spend the most time that I have.
And
like,
it was our last year.
Yeah.
Like with the school and
best.
Yeah, she probably pulled the show together. Like,
And we
And
didn't
she
have
was
a music
also
teacher.
yeah. We didn't have a music teacher. Our
So
music
she
teacher
had to
actually-
use her
So she was
phone
like
piano.
yeah. She was like the music teacher and the director, like everything.
and like on the last night, something happened with the music. We skipped like an entire song.
Oh, yeah.
Like It's Possible started playing when they're supposed to be other things you can think.
But I think it was totally fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
sort of
love
handled it well, yet we didn't because we just started singing the other song.
My vocal coach was there and Bridget's piano.
Teacher, yeah.
And
But you have
she,
a vocal coach?
yeah. And she said that she was in Seussical a bunch of different other times, and she said that she couldn't really notice it because
Yeah,
the cast
actually.
did so well.
Yeah. I think we covered it up like really well. I think that our directors actually like prepared us like
Yeah, they
for that.
really
They're
prepared
like every show's gonna be different. If you mess up, just like keep going.
Yeah,
And
nobody cares if you mess up. It's like
Yeah.
the show's the same basically.
Yeah, and also like
if you do like it, if you do it over, everybody's gonna notice because that's just like weird. But if you just go with it, you're gonna be totally fine and nobody will notice at all.
yeah,
I was
and
so
also,
I think
like,
I think that was
most of the
important.
people most of the people there like didn't see the show at the performance day.
They didn't see it like
But
3 times in a row.
They were just like, but I guess
they were like blown
they probably
away.
didn't notice it because they don't have the script in front of them.
Yeah, Nancy, what did you think about it?
Kind of hilarious.
yeah.
That was hilarious.
That's great.
I was so worried that somebody would notice, and I was like going out of my mind about because we went from like the things you can think to it's possible.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I thought it was fine. I actually,
actually, like-
for a second, I didn't actually notice it.
Let's talk about the values of drama club.
So,
So, what if
On
there
it.
was no drama club at school? Like,
I would
cry.
I
was
would
so sad.
Well, if there
Well,
was
actually, I
drama
wouldn't know
club,
what drama
yeah,
club was.
we wouldn't know. So, like,
Yeah,
ignorance is
yeah.
bliss, but
If there wasn't,
I'd probably
drama
move to
club,
Ambrose.
Yeah, to add on to that, if there wasn't drama club, I actually wouldn't know that I could like do all the stuff that we did. Like I wouldn't know that I could sing or I wouldn't do any of that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I didn't know that you sang. So I think that if we didn't have drama club, it would just because drama club is pretty important because it shares people's talents and how well they can do things. And because without drama club, you probably wouldn't know some of your talents.
Yeah, I got other parts that I loved in other programs, and I wouldn't have gotten those parts if I didn't. If we did not have drama club. And in third grade, when I was allowed to do this, I didn't want to do it, but then my mom talked me into it, and she just signed me up.
But
and
then all
then
the third graders got Oompa Loompas.
yeah,
we all had Oompa Loompas. I'm like,
but still, it was amazing to be on Oompa Loompa because you were on the stage the entire time. Yeah, so
Do that.
If there was no drama club, I'll probably be super bored after school. I'll probably be in front of the television. Well, I'll have to do my homework first. Then I'll be in front of the television for 5 hours. I'm being honest. And I'll probably fall asleep, and then I'll wake up next morning. My at home is kind of so. I'd rather be at drama club by far.
I remember for me, I would always be Thursday is the best because right after school finishes, I've got a lot of fun with drama, and then it's Friday, so nothing too crazy is gonna be happening. So I'm just yes, the weekend sort of starts.
I think drama club's really important to me because, my mom sings and mostly everybody in my family sings. What?
Did Gerard sing?
No. Let's stay on topic. I think I don't know. My mom and me love to sing at church and stuff, but it's just so fun singing together. And I feel I got to come out of my shell a little bit. I was a little bit shy before drama club. Well, before I got the sour kangaroo, because she's just the sour kangaroo is a sassy character, and then I don't know. It
explains a lot about
you. It gave me a real big personality. And then,
yeah, drama club's really important to me because I love doing this kind of stuff, and I love these plays that people have written. And as I said before, it's important that like Bridget, I got out of my shell a little bit, because I got interested in more things like this after I did it, and it gave me more opportunities to do stuff.
Yeah,
and it gave me confidence.
You've been in, out of school.
Yeah,
Sophia, what do you think?
Also
well, I was drama club was very important to me, and I just thought, it brought me out of my shell too. And before, I didn't really know how to sing, and I just didn't really know how to act, too well. And when I was in drama club, it taught me how to act, sing, cooperate with your friends, and
And what did you think, Will?
I thought that drama club really helped with teamwork and getting along with other people.
Yeah. And I would also think Nancy, you can go after. I also I wouldn't be friends with Bridget without drama club. I wouldn't have met her. And then Matthew, I wouldn't have met so many of great friends that I have without drama club. And I really also singing, Sophia said, after the first show when we did Lion King a couple years back, my parents were like, "Whoa, Maggie, I didn't know that you could sing." They're like, "What was that?" And it really taught me to come out of my shell and do something different. It was really fun.
Nancy, what did you think about if we didn't have drama club at our school?
If we didn't have drama club at in school, I'd probably I probably would have made a few friends, and I'd probably be sitting on my bed, on my butt, playing my iPad or laptop.
Okay.
With my life.
Yeah, we need to wrap up.
Okay, wait, can I just say one more thing? Can I just say one more thing? Okay, so it also is important to me because it gave me confidence. It taught me how to order for myself at a restaurant.
Matt, you're 11.
And do other stuff speak up for myself.
Talk.
Wow. It
it taught me to like speak up for myself, like if I was in like a sticky situation.
Sticky.
Okay, so let's wrap this up.
Okay, I think we're done.
There once was a girl bird named Gertrude McFuzz, and she had the smallest plain tail ever was. One droopy droop feather, that's all that she had. And oh, that one feather made Gertrude so sad.
Oh, the things you can think if you're willing to try. Humph! Oh, the things you can think if you're willing to try. Humph! Oh, the things you can think if you're willing to try.
Humph.
Anything's possible. The defendant is charged with talking to a despot.
Anything's possible.
The defendant is charged with talking to a despot.
Anything's possible.
The defendant is charged with talking to a despot.
No one else could have things such as ours.
Schlop.
No. Anyone else could have things such as ours.
Schlop.
No one else could have things such as ours.
Schlop.
I want to monkey around.
How true? Yes, how true?
I want to monkey around.
How true? Yes, how true?
I want to monkey around.
How true? Yes, how true?
Wider than a whale.
Me too.
Wider than a whale.
Me too.
Like a little whale.
Me too.
I just have to save him, because after all, a person's a person, no matter how small. A person's a person, no matter how small.
We are going to begin the Q&A.
How do you create costumes, and who decides what you want the characters to look like?
Well, my mom was part of the costume design, and she looked up a lot of images of previous Seussical performances on Pinterest, and we also did a lot of scavenging through Miss A's closet. And I think that the final say and who decides what the characters look like really goes to the directors, because they're kind of like the leaders of the show.
What is the audition process like?
Every student who is in drama club meets in the gym, and after a while, they line up, and one by one, they go up to sing in front of the directors. And the directors write down a few notes about how they performed, and after a while, a few days maybe, the directors will post the cast listing, and everybody finds out their parts, and that's basically what happened. Was it hard to learn the music without a music teacher?
It wasn't that hard because we had Miss Weiner and Miss Jackson, and so they helped us a lot with exercises.
How do the tech and theater work together?
First, we would design what we want the props to look like in our sketchbooks, and then Miss Jackson and Miss Weiner and some other teachers would combine a lot of our ideas and figure out which one they would use for some of the props.
How did you feel once you completed the show?
Sad and proud. Sad because, well, it was probably the last time in elementary school I was going to do drama club, because I'm in 5th grade. And proud because we just went through a bunch of rehearsing and like a lot of stuff, which led up to the final performance. And then when we did it all, I was kind of like sad and proud of myself.
Did you have anything to say about how the show was staged?
Sometimes we got to like do what we wanted. Like if we like
did like the certain dance, and then like we did like something like flowy after it, the directors would be like, "Oh, that looks cool. How about we do that?" And so we sort of like did get to do the staging sometimes.
This is to the backstage crew. How long did it take you to learn how the show ran, or how to know where to put things on stage?
To be plain out honest, I don't think I ever really became fully aware of the entire show, because I feel like there were still parts in our final show where Miss O'Donoghue, who was one of our amazing prop masters, she was like, "Oh no, that doesn't go out now. We have to wait a little." So I feel like I never really fully mastered it, but I thought that the show from a backstage crew perspective was way different than it was on stage. And I thought that it was really cool to be able to see both worlds.
Why do the cast and crew need to arrive so early on show nights?
We had to arrive so early because everyone had to get their costumes on and everything, and there was like 50 people having to wait in line to get their costumes, go into the bathroom or the changing room, get changed, and then it's like 10 lines.
I just also want to add on to that. For the backstage crew, we also had to arrive early so that we could sweep the entire floor, and we had to get all our props in order so that we were ready just as much as they were.
I want to add something to that. We had to warm up also to get our voices ready and to just refresh our minds of how the show runs and how we were going to sing, and just make sure nobody's voice was like squeaky or anything. And yeah, so we had to warm up and just breathe and stuff.
Well, we also have to, like for the leads, we'd have to like put on our mics and everything, and like Bridget, who was the sour kangaroo, she had to like make sure her mic, because she had like a handheld mic, she had to make it so it was like ready and didn't like break or anything.
What's the first part of the play that was rehearsed, and was it the most important?
Well, the first part of the play that was rehearsed was the opening number, "Oh, the Things You Can Think," and I would say that was probably one of the most important ones, because it had to hook the audience on and get them to continue to watch the play, and it really like introduced everything that was going on.
I agree with that statement.
I also agree, but I think that every part every scene in the play is equally important, because they all build up to the climax, and it's just, I think they're all equally important, but I especially think the first one that we practiced was super important also.
I feel like "Oh, the Things You Can Think" was really important because it hooked the audience, but all the other parts were really important. Like monkeying around is really important to like the problem of the story, and like the return of the Who's was really important to like make the audience cry.
The opening number was really important because it like hooked everybody on, and it took I feel like it took the longest for us to like get ready, because even though we started it really early, because it was like all this like jumping and dance moves and partying, and like it was like crazy, and like everybody would talk, and like we would have to like restart, and then somebody would talk, and then we had to restart, and then somebody would talk, and then we had to restart. So yeah.
I also kind of agree in tech design, because our first main objective was to finish the clover field, which is one of Horton's main problems because he can't find his clover.
I agree with both of them. I wasn't actually in tech design, but like credits to all like the people who helped, because because the clover field and all like the costumes and things, they were just so great, and if we didn't have those, there would literally be no play, and it wouldn't make sense at all. So
I also agree with Anne, because I thought that the first part of the play was important, but also the other parts, because that's just how the story builds up and how it goes from beginning to the end.